Still do not know exactly how many homes and businesses were destroyed and how many were left homeless. During the course of the last 2 weeks, our reporters have covered many stories of the destruction, but more often than not, the stories we have heard are about hope and the strength of our mountain people. WYMT Vice President and General Manager Neil Middleton shares a commentary and a poem reflecting on the flooding.
It's been a long, exhausting 2 weeks for so many of you. Those mourning and trying to put their lives back together, for those trying to begin rebuilding, and for those who are helping. The days, the work, the despair, it seems endless. Yet out of the anguish springs forth faith, hope, and the smile of a 4-year-old little girl finding a lucky penny in the mud. A friend of mine shared this poem with me. It's called The Kindly Neighbor, and it's written by Edgar Guest. He's known as the people's poet. I have a kindly neighbor, one who stands beside my gate and chats with me a while, gives me the glory of his radiant smile, and comes at times to help with willing hands. No station, high or rank this man commands. He too must trudge as I the long day's mile, and yet devoid of pomp or gaudy style, he has worth exceeding stocks or lands. To him I go when sorrow's at my door, on him I lean when burdens come my way. Together oft we talk our trials o'er, and there is warmth in each good night we say. We are a region filled with kindly neighbors. Buddy Forbes said it so well in a poem he wrote called We Are a Region. We asked Buddy to share his poem here with images from the past 2 weeks. These words are everything.
Already had a few reports of flash flooding across the mountains today.
We are a region dripping. Dripping with the excess water that found its way into the places we once thought safe and dry. Dripping with exhaustion and fear as the work and weight of everything just looks to be too much. Dripping with heartache and dread as the blessings that once overflowed mixed in with the flowing waters. We are a region coated in debris and the scattered remnants of a reality that no longer exists for many of our people. Coated in mud, layers of caked-on dirt replacing the foundation of everything so many people worked so hard to build. Coated in a strange awareness that this isn't the first time, and it won't be the last. We are a region overwhelmed by the quickness of change and the shortness of life. Overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of the waters that came and the work and worry they left behind. Overwhelmed at the idea of how to move forward. But we also drip of something more. Love, care, empathy, sympathy, and steadfast spirit drip from the bridges and underpinning as help makes its way home. Hope drips from the tired hands of every person who has worked to clean up and move forward, reassured by the reaching hands of those who want to pick up their burdens. And the ugly things that coat us are no match for the beautiful things that cover us. We are coated in quilts of possibility, patched together by our neighbors and friends. We are coated in the armor of safety, knowing the floods of life are never faced alone. It's sometimes hard to tell the difference between gray clouds and silver linings. So finding the good things in all of the tragedy is overwhelming in itself. We are overwhelmed with stories of love thy neighbor and look for the helpers, which show the kind of home we have. We are overwhelmed by boots on the ground as the cavalry of compassion shows the rest of the world a truth that looms above all. We are a region standing